What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and this is Regular Guy Training. So, I'm not going to be the first person that reports on this. I'm not going to be the last. An importation ban on Russian ammunition and firearms is taking effect fairly soon. This affects a lot of people, not just the high-volume shooters that use that stuff, but the high-volume shooters that don't use steel-cased ammunition, because an enormous portion of the ammunition that is sold in the United States is made from Russia. So it's irritating, to say the least. It's irritating, to say the least, because, I mean, a lot of us have seen this coming for some time. And if they can't get bans going on one side of the house, they're going to try other places. Now, from what I understand, places like Wolf Gold are going to be fine, because that's Turkish. Or Turkey, like, whatever. Point is that, like, that's made someplace else. Okay, cool. And a lot of American industry will see this and be like, well, there goes a lot of the ammunition. We're going to be working back-breaking shifts for a while. But there's an opportunity there to make all the money in the world. And I would not be surprised if a bunch of people, including Remington, I've already contacted, Tula, and was just kind of like, look, send us raw materials, we'll open a factory here, send you a check. Because, look, a lot of companies do this. Toyota got really, really tired of, importation issues, and they wanted to keep the prices of their vehicles down, so they opened factories here. I mean, there's opportunities here for American industries, and there's opportunities looking at this now to provide American jobs and that kind of stuff, but of course that's going to take time. And of course, people are going to flip out about this, and of course, ammunition prices are probably going to go back up. So for those of you that are bringing stuff in right now, if there's sales and that kind of stuff going on, look, just relax. Everybody just relax, okay? See what this starts doing, as far as, ammo prices and that kind of stuff, because there's still tons of that, there's still tons of that stuff floating around here, okay? As far as American industries go, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're working double, triple overtime, working factories around the clock and that kind of stuff. And if I was an American ammunition manufacturer and I didn't start considering the steel-cased market, that would be legendarily stupid. Just because, again, I mean, Remington is starting to go into this a little bit, for instance, but now there's just more reason for it. I don't think that, your AK pattern rifle is going to collect dust forever, because, people that make money off of this stuff are going to seize opportunities. But at the same time, this is cause for us to pay attention and yet again, voice our opinions, okay, on the goings-on as far as the United States government is concerned. They're doing their very best, it seems, again, to hamper individual American freedoms as much as possible. And this is not surprising with an administration like this and with the current goings-on. Yes, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not speaking about right now. For the most part, I'm just not. Because to me, what can be said has been said, and there are entirely too many people that decided to put their expertise in COVID-19 down, and now they're suddenly experts on Afghanistan, and I'm just choosing to not engage with that. But those of you that need to know, okay? So this isn't anything new, and this isn't anything that we haven't seen before, aside of the fact that, they're just trying yet another way. They're trying yet another way. And I have faith in Americans to sidestep this, because traditionally speaking, while there are always people that are like better red than dead, and aside of what mass American media will try to tell us, traditionally speaking, Americans are not very good at being told what to do. Many, many examples of that, not just in the firearms industry, but I mean, you can't even get us to quit drinking booze. So typically speaking, the average American is not very good at being told what to do. So somebody, someplace, is going to figure out something incredible, and they're going to push themselves forward. And as far as that is concerned, as far as possibility of American jobs and industry taking over. And frankly, I mean, like, yeah, this stuff is super cheap, and I've been shooting steel-cased ammo for a long time. But the prospect of me not supporting, for the most part, Russians and supporting Americans here is a little bit more appetizing to me. Even if they open factories here, that means if I buy stuff here, I'm supporting guys that decided to go work in those factories and that kind of stuff. So there, like everything else, when we get bad news, Americans tend to get to work, and a select few will make decisions that benefit a lot of people. I've been accused of being an optimist before. I get it, but at the same time, just looking off of historical examples, American resistance to stupid things tends to be where I push my thought process. Okay, yeah, this is bad news. Yeah, this is cause for outrage, and yeah, this is absolutely a reason to be upset. Sure. But, same time, typically people that are upset are pushed into action. Be a part of that process. I'm still going to operate as normal. I'm still going to train people as normal, because I believe not only is it just better for, like, me personally, as a trainer, as a guy that runs a schoolhouse, I believe it to be a service to Americans in general, to make them more savvy as far as weapons manipulation and that kind of stuff, self-defense principles and all of that is concerned. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to do my best to help guys out the best that I can. All right. So we'll see if I have any possible solutions to this that can help out even in small ways, and we'll see what happens as far as how Americans react to something like this. But what I will say is, this is why we continuously work. It'll never stop. It'll never stop, and yeah, all we want is to be left alone. But at the same time, we never will be. So you have to do your jobs as American citizens, and you have to make sure that what you do continues. Okay? That said, if you want to come train with us, you absolutely can. Okay? New classes have been put out. For instance, we're getting ready to go to Mississippi, and another one for Drakesboro, Kentucky was posted too. Go to the link in the description below for details on that. If you want to support us through Patreon, you absolutely can. And if you want something out of it, $41 a month will get you as much training as you want with us, so long as you're signed up to that, right? People have been abusing this for years. So I highly suggest that if you want to train and do this without it impacting your wallet as much, that you take advantage of that, because I want to give back as much as I can, even though obviously I have to make money too, right? If you want to check us out on Facebook, and a lot of times I announce new classes as they come up, I do that on Facebook as well. Okay, a lot of our alumni are on that page too, so you can keep in contact with people that are in the know and guys that do this on a regular basis. Links for all this are in the description below. And remember, a regular guy's firearm is the last defense against tyranny. Be easy.